Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to That Podcast on YouTube. What I got here is one of the older wrestling DVDs in my collection, and for non-WWE release stuff, it's probably one of the oldest. This is before they were famous. Wrestling Gold! This is back when, who was this? Kit Parker Films was working with, VCI. And what this is you got Jim Cornette and Dave Meltzer. On each match, you got two choices for your sound. You can have the original commentary, or you can have Dave Meltzer and Jim Cornette with insider commentary. This is from 2002. This is it's a 2-hour DVD. It's color, of course. These are out of print, but you can still find them. But look at it. Basically what it is, it's just footage of guys where they hit it big for Smoky Mountain Wrestling. 90%. It's like you got Thresher and Mosh the Headbangers versus Flash Flanagan, Chris Michaels, that's from Smoky Mountain. Hollywood Bob Holly, WWE's Howard Carl Holly versus Paul Merrill, that's Smoky Mountain. Jerry Lynn versus Killer Kyle, Smoky Mountain, of course. Dark Secret, that's Road Dogg versus Dixie Dynamite, which is... that's one of the Armstrong boys. That's Road Dogg's brother, I can't remember. Crash the Terminator, which is Hugh Morris, Bill Mott, WWE. Versus Miguel Perez, which was one of the Bariquas in WWE. Kevin Sullivan, of course, he's all over the place. The Night Stalker, that's Adam Bomb in WWE, or Chronic. Wasn't he also in Adam Bomb, wasn't he also fucking Wrath or Mortis? I don't remember anymore. Versus Brian Lee, that was Chains of DOA, and he was also the Underfaker, and Tim Horner. I wonder if Cornette goes off on Tim Horner on this. Tasmania, of course, Taz from ECW and WWF. It says WWF. I'm correcting myself and saying WWE while I'm doing this. Versus Robert Gibson, Rock and Roll Express, of course. Chris Kanyon, who's better than Kanyon, he's gone now, versus Brian Lee. Interview with Louis Spicoli. He was Rad Radford in WWEF, and then he was Louis Spicoli in ECW, Smoky Mountain, WCW. The Thrill Seekers. This is ECW's own. WCW and WWF and now AEW and New Japan and all that shit. Lance Storm and Chris Jericho. This is their first real big exposure in the U.S. Versus the Infernos, which is, they don't say. Oh, this is Storm and Jericho's first match in the U.S. Okay, I thought it was their first big exposure. Maybe the first match as a tag team. I think Storm might have worked some before this. The Gangsters, New Jack and Mustafa versus Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson. Why don't they listen to Rock and Roll Express? And it just says the Rock and Roll Express. D'Lo Brown. Yep, D'Lo. I just saw an episode of Impact with him on it recently. Damn, D'Lo's got huge. Versus Steve Armstrong. I think Steve Armstrong was Dixie Dynamite. Cactus Jack Horse, that's Mick Foley. Versus Boo Bradley, the late Balls Mahoney. Unabomb. This was Kane, WWE's Kane. Glenn Jacobs, the mayor of whatever that town is in Jackson. And Eddie Gilbert, RIP, versus the Rock and Roll Express. Al Snow versus Ricky Morton. Al Snow, WWE, WCW. Interview with Tammy Finch, WWE's Sunny. Her first TV appearance anywhere. Interview and brawl with Jim Cornette and the Heavenly Bodies versus the Bruise Brothers. Okay, this Heavenly Bodies, is this Tom Pritchard and Gigolo? Or is this Tom and Stan? I don't know. Bruise Brothers, that's Ron and Don Harris. And then Interview with the Gangsters. This is a really cool little DVD. I've been slowly but surely paring down my wrestling DVD collection. I keep most of my independent stuff, but like my WWE stuff, it's like, fuck it. I don't really watch the shit. And it ain't that hard to get a hold of that if I wanted it, This stuff is harder to find, even though you look around, where you can find rips of this. Check Cornette's website. It was what, Corny's Collectibles, I think is the name of it. He had some of this Wrestling Gold shit. There's a big box set of the 5 volumes of the one that was old footage. This is, Smoky Mountain. So this is what, 90, when Smoky Mountain go? Like 95 through 97, 94 through 97. It was mid-90s. Great little DVD. If you find it new, if you're a wrestling fan, I could see paying almost $20. This bitch was probably $20 when it came out, used. If I had this on my table, according to what kind of show it was, I'd ask 5 to 10. Because it's out of print, I might be asking the 10, but sort of. And look, you got Mick Foley, you got Al Snow, you got Chris Jericho, and you got Lance Storm on the cover. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that. If you did, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.